Coach, back from a trip to
Yeah.
Hawaii. A 3-2 loss Wednesday, 3-2 win Friday. But let's start with Wednesday. You guys had the 2-0 lead. Hawaii came back on you. What did you guys learn from that?
Well, to begin the match, the vibe in the gym was really weird, and we were kind of flat, and we battled big time in the first two sets on Wednesday night, but we never felt like we were really ourselves. And Hawaii, we did a good job passing the ball first two sets, and we got their servers off the line. And then as the match wore on, they have a 10-minute break between the second and third for marketing stuff, and that's the first time we'd been through that. And I don't think we mishandled that or anything. I think Hawaii just got their act together a little bit better, and they were able to raise their game. And Hawaii, I think, really went on a tear from the service line the rest of the match. And we battled, but didn't quite pull it off. So in the fifth set, we had several match points and made service errors, and you just can't do that. And we still need to continue to serve tough. I mean, the worst thing you can do statistically in volleyball is make a service error, and the second worst thing you can do statistically is serve an easy ball to your opponent. So we had to be better, and then we ended up turning that around, and we were better in that aspect on Friday night.
Yeah, and you bounced back, obviously trailing a couple of times there. You guys were kind of in a situation, I guess Hawaii was, and you came back and got the win. And, that has to say a couple good things about this team, the resiliency and that ability to bounce back we talked about.
Yeah, we have this, part of our team's, mantra or constitution, if you will, is one of the phrases in there is moment to moment. And that's absolutely how we played the whole match. I mean, we got killed in the second and third, but we bounced back really nicely, played well in the fourth, and good enough in the fifth. And it was a thing where we never really had them handled or contained or stopped until the last few points. We held Sador to, he hit a couple zeros, balls that we were able to dig and stuff block, which we hadn't been able to do all weekend. And those were big points. And we were able to get him off the line at the end of the match too. I mean, I got hats off to Brooks Sador. He was phenomenal all weekend for them, and he was a huge problem for us. And I credit our guys for sticking with it. Alex Slot was having a horrible match. We put him on the bench for a while, and he came back and responded, and he hit 750 in the fifth set on Friday night, which is a monster night. He was 6 of 8, I think, with no errors. So that was huge for a guy to have that struggle and then to come back, and I think that was kind of a microcosm of the whole team. Everybody, I think we played 11 guys in that second match, so really proud of the effort, really proud of the moment to moment and how they're sticking with that and just going with it and really truly believing in each other. They never panicked. The guys there was positive talk on the bench. It was always about the next point. If you see video, I got one finger in the air almost after every play during the fifth set, just signifying, hey, it's only this next 1 point matters. And our guys were fantastic at having that mindset. It was really cool.
Now you have BYU this week.
Yeah.
What do they bring to the table? They have size. They pass the ball well. What do they do?
Yes. Yeah, they do everything, and they're actually similar to us. They've been playing with 3 outside hitters. They've been playing with 2 opposites. They've been playing with a couple different middles. I think that settled down a little bit. The only thing where they're different from us is they got 2 setters they've been playing, and I think 2 setters that are pretty good. So between the 2 teams, I think there's going to be a lot of film watching of just the number of players that can come in and have an effect on the match. BYU is always a sound volleyball team. They're gonna serve and pass well. They're gonna block and hit great, and it's definitely gonna be a battle. But it's gonna be a chess match figuring out who's actually gonna be on the floor. I think it might be a little bit of the same for them. So I'm real interested. They've got some size. They've got 2 guys that are 6'10". One's an opposite, one's an outside hitter. And they've got a Sander in the lineup at times. It's a younger one, Brendan, and all signs point to him being just as much of a pain for us as his older brother was. But yeah, really just sound volleyball. No real hole. I think both teams are gonna have to just play hard and play well and sustain, get each other off the service line, sustain runs for ourselves and kill runs for the other team. And I think you're going to see a lot of that. It's going to be a real challenge for us. We're looking forward to it. They travel well. They'll have a great crowd. So we need our folks to get out there and support us too.
And I know you guys in Hawaii have spent a little time with Micah's family.
Yeah.
How did that all go?
Oh, it went great. It's great for. Had a lot of traveling parents. Have a bunch of alumni. John Kamina, a former football player here at SC, was there with us. Alan Rosehill, who is a former volleyball player here, won a championship in '77 and actually was a head coach at Hawaii for, part of a decade. And he helped out at Micah's high school, and Micah played. So there's a lot of, all the parents, and the families there. So it was great to have a cool family night, when you're on the road. It felt like home. The Christiansens were real gracious in giving us their home. And then we had something a little bit new, for a mainland team. We've been pretty Hawaiian, but Tui got out there and did a fire dance. And I got to tell you, that was really cool. We knew he was a talented young man, but we just had no idea to what extent. And all of a sudden the lights went out, and Micah came out with a conch shell and blew the horn, and all of a sudden Tui runs out, and he's got the fire stick and starts going, and it was. We definitely win the Our Guys Do Cool Stuff Outside of Volleyball award this week. That's for sure.
Is there any video of that?
Yeah, there's video of it. I'm sure you guys will get you there. I posted 2 pictures on my Twitter account, so there's 2 stills there, but we'll get you guys the video, and it's pretty cool. I think people will enjoy it.
What's your Twitter name, just so if folks want to follow you?
At Coach Bill Ferg.
Simple enough.
Yeah.
If Larry's missing his eyebrows this week, we know it happened.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the deal, he had a char mark on his arm. We thought that was a pretty cool battle wound,